Hey, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everyone. It's Harry Passport to be back on a Friday show. And I'm with Eugene, who's in the future right now. How you doing, man? How's the future? Because it's raining right now in England, so mate, the weather's
It
been
was
so bad
raining.
today.
It was raining in Malaysia, so I was in the future.
Yeah, thanks for letting me know.
Yeah,
And
it was
TJ,
raining in Malaysia.
yeah. And TJ, how you
Yeah,
doing, man?
well gone, people. I'm good, man. I'm good. It's just been quite hectic, really and truly. But I'm all right, man. I'm all right. Just
Yeah.
doing my own thing. Started TikTok, you know. So if you guys haven't followed me on TikTok, drop a follow. I've posted
TJ, put
JP.
your link. Put your link in the TikTok thing.
Yeah, put it in
Yeah,
the chat.
it's into Spurs, isn't it? It's the same YouTube channel as my name in it.
Yeah.
So
No
yeah, go
hashtag.
follow that. I'm going to be more active on TikTok in terms of uploading content because it's short form. It's like a preview to our YouTube. And
Cool.
yeah, basically. So, yeah, I'm good, man. How you guys been?
Yeah, been all right. Just long week, to be honest.
I hear that.
All of us are tired, right? Because we're doing a lot of things at the same time. We are in this cycle of, I don't know, denial again. Cycle of denial. Guys, we're in denial, right? That's why
Promise you, Jen, is we're all involved in
I
it.
want to go back, right? Okay, big up to both of you guys, right? Big up to both of you guys. On last Sunday, we did the protest watch along.
We're going to talk about this because me and TJ were the only people there. I mean,
no, Phil P was there. P was there. You know, it was disorganized. I don't know why it was so disorganized.
Very confusing,
right?
Jen, because I even in the stadium, because I was there. Of course,
my question now is, right?
There was nothing.
No, I know. My question is now, right? Okay, I've been doing this for so long. No, I've been there with the good times and the bad times, right? The good times were the only 2 times, right? That when we had about over 1,000 protesters there. The rest of it was bad times all the time. Bro, remember 5 years ago when Dago was standing outside Spurs away? Yeah. 2 people protesting, right? Every day.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, him and Ryan.
We're the new Brian. We're the new Daigle and Stellman at this point, man. The younger generation. Big man think they passed the baton.
You guys now, you know, act the old fat way in Malaysia here, right? So what can I do? But the thing is that it's disheartening, to tell the truth, right? Even when those days when it was just Daigle, there were people there at least showing something, doing something.
Interesting.
Yeah. I've been doing most of the protest watch-alongs, right, and protest alongs and all that, and Sunday was really disheartening for me, right? So that's why most probably now I'm going to change my stance. I'm going to be Enoch in. You know why? Listen to my logic. Listen to my logic, guys. Listen to my logic. For the past 5 years, since I've been doing YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Jose Mourinho, the fans wanted him out. The owners obliged, right? Then of course came Nuno. That was okay. Sarah. Even Pochettino, the fans were shouting for him to get out. Our owners keep listening to fans. This is the first time, apart from last season, because maybe Ange and Daniel Levy had a deal that, you know, Ange says, I'll win you the cup. Even if we've calculated that we can't get relegated, right? Even if we're 17th, right? I won't get sacked, right? You bear with me, right? But in the end, he got sacked too, right? Because the fans wanted him out. This time, right? They are not listening to the fans. This is the first thing that I've seen is different. A lot of people saying, yes, I know. The outcome is always the same, right? This transfer window. 2 players, 3 players. 1 for the academy, 1 for the microwave, 1 for the oven. You get what I'm saying? So you understand what I'm saying, right? So we did do signings, but of course, as fans, we look at the money spent. We saw Johnson.
Margot Robbie.
Oh, or Margot Robbie. Yeah, I'll have that too. Yeah. Why would I? Right. So, and then now, right, the fans are shouting for Frank out, and Frank is still here. right? Maybe if Levy was here, Frank would have been sacked because, reactionary. So now they're not listening to fans. That's one thing that's different. Transfer window. This is the only transfer window since I've been doing YouTube, right? To my knowledge, we've had no rumors, no links, no mentions, nothing. Guys, isn't that different? Right? But in the end,
right now I'm saying Poch, to be honest. Poch just Sydney Sweet. I'm saying Poch, to be honest.
I'll still take Sydney, bro. Why you want Poch?
I'm taking Poch back, man.
You mean for the football or for what? You must ask him. Is it for football? What's the why? If it's for football,
no, I know who it is. I know who it is. Don't worry. I know who it's just winding people up. Don't worry. It's fine. I know who it is.
I understand. I'm joining his
fun. Yeah. But Eugene, for me, in my opinion,
do you understand what I'm saying? The differences are there. I see it, and why no one sees it?
But Eugene, can I be honest with you? I have to agree to disagree. Because for me, I can't believe you're saying you're going to be Enoch in after 25 years of utter nonsense for you to support a process that clearly does not work. Clearly they haven't shown no ambition through this window. You should be more Enoch out, in my opinion. I can't support this ownership.
TJ, I'm not supporting this ownership, right? I'm just saying now, right? With all the response that we've got all this time, right? After we won the cup, I think the protest should have stopped and cooled off for a while. They are pulling it over and over again, right? It puts out a bad light there. You get what I'm saying? If you don't do it properly, it puts out a bad light. But I'm saying, even when Daigle and Stell and all those guys who weren't professional in doing this, right? Even Harry was there, right? Even you were there, TJ, weren't professional. Nothing was organized professionally. You don't see getting the permits, the license, the agreements, right? The drawing up, all the planning. There were people there, bro. It was organic. You get what I'm saying? People were there because they want to be there.
But we still can't look. Okay, let me use your scenario. So as we've won a cup, now you want to change your dynamic and say Enoch in, right? Let's just play with it. Yeah, let's.
To tell the truth, right? What can we do?
We can carry on screaming Enoch out, in my opinion.
Yeah,
we can carry on screaming Enoch out until they go out. When for me, this is how I see it. You can't.
TJ, my test, right? Last season was get relegated and win a trophy. Remember, I was one of the ones who wanted us to get relegated because if we get relegated, our fan base will wake up. Hopefully.
Will it wake up? That's the question.
Hopefully. That is the test. Yeah. Because if we reach that juncture and the fans still don't wake up, then it's, it's pointless because the passion isn't, bro, for 5 years I've been doing this, right? Because of the passion, right? But I don't know, man. I need to see the passion
Eugene,
from you guys.
Can I say something? There. In regards to that, don't wrong. Me and TJ were like the only people there. Plus, I can see why you've given up because obviously, me and TJ were there.
I'm not saying
I'm
not saying I've given up. I'm not saying I've given up. I'm just saying I'm tired at them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand that.
Eugene, what I was saying though, when we were protesting the past, I don't know, 5-6 years. I don't know. I guess that's the timeline I can think of. I was doing the protest because obviously that was my opinion to get Levy out, for example. But I didn't ever think, if I'm being honest with you,
it was going to happen. It was going to happen. Personally. Yeah. So when it happened,
Levy, I believe we could get him out. You get him out. I don't think so.
I'm not Jew, but I love Jews, by the way. Like they're lovely people. They're lovely people.
We're all human beings.
I didn't ever think when we were doing it. I know TJ was like more like we have to do it because and I was doing it because obviously that's what I believed in.
I,
But I didn't ever
my
think really seriously that he was going to go. If I'm being honest with you,
my
I was kind of
stance is,
yeah,
I'll be so honest with you. Sorry, has for cutting you out in it.
yeah,
My stance is, I am always going to do it, whether I'm the only fan, whether I'm the only voice, whether we win the
only
Premier League, whether
That's
we
right.
win the Champions League, whether
You
we,
are
bro, I'm the only fan because for me, this is how I see it.
yeah.
25
Speaks of
years,
pride,
they haven't shown
Yeah,
they haven't shown any ambition. They haven't shown a glimmer of fight. They haven't actually. Let's just talk footballing levels. We are far from a top 6 side, and it's based on this ownership. This
TJ,
ownership has diluted our ambitions, and now
Listen.
we are, in my opinion. So I remember, I'm one of the younger fans. This is the worst I have ever seen Tottenham in my life. So when I say Enoch out, I don't just say Enoch out for the football reasons, remember that, but I also say it for actual true change, for ambition. For me, I want better for Tottenham. I know there's better.
TJ,
There's proof in the pudding
TJ,
because there's other. I'll go for it.
TJ, I want to win the league.
Of
I don't
course,
I don't want it
but we will never do it under this ownership.
I don't
We'll
want
never do it.
I want to win the
No.
league. I want to be able to say that we've won the Premier League.
100%. I agree.
Right? Why
But
our standards are so low? That's what I'm saying. What have become? What have become of our fans? No, but to tell the truth, right? I've always said it. Right? Levy has cornered. Right? Levy built this business. He cornered a sizable market, right, of fans, right, who are not that kind of fans. They are more like fans plus customers. You get what I'm saying? Right?
They're just customers. They get fans.
Yes.
Half of them are not fans. You know why I say that? And I'll say, listen, I've got a lot of hate. Look, my subscribers are 2K. I don't mind going back to 500. I generally believe it. Look, for me, this is how I see it. Yeah. If we are in a difficult point of moment, you know, we could face relegation. Realistically, it's on the cards. Whether you believe it or not, whether it happens or not, there's a chance. How can you accept such a low standard?
No, TJ, I tell you this, right? Mark my words, right? This game against Manchester United, right? We've been so shit, right? Most probably we'll beat them. You get it? Then the fans will jump back onto one side again. Then we'll go on this run of, like, 3 losses or something with really bad performances. Then we'll jump back onto the other side again. You get what I'm saying? Because nothing has changed. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly, and look, you know what? It starts from the ownership. Okay, let me be honest with you. Let's just say Frank decides to turn it around. We go from 1 game to the 3rd game to the 4th game, and we just win.
No, okay. Okay, make this another scenario, right? Remember when Ange when Ange went on that 10 games unbeaten run? Imagine that the last 10 games, right? We go on an unbeaten run, right? Then, but the possibility is so slim is because of injuries. You get what I'm saying?
The difference with Ange, see, look, again, I've always said this, and this is where I differ from most fans, because 1, I'm young, 2, it's sentimental value, 3, that was my only trophy actually experiencing. So I have a bit of a different light to Ange, right? But the difference between Ange and Frank, Ange Postecoglou, for me, is a born winner. He has won everywhere he's gone. He actually has the credentials to say he has won.
Yeah, I know.
Frank doesn't have that.
But the problem is that our fan base, right, belittles that cup. Right?
That's our fan base, right? That's certain fans.
Our fan base, right? No, that's the thing. Our fan base, right, takes like, oh, it's lucky, right? We had to run on a draw. Oh, in the end of the day, we played a shitty Manchester United. Right? I know it's true, it's the facts, but the problem is that we still won the cup. Why can't they see that?
Because for me, For me, this is how I see it. Look, again, I'm not like them fans. I've actually accepted that that was a very successful year for Tottenham in a weird little way. You know, the first season we finished sixth. The second season he got us back into the Champions League, and he actually managed to break our trophy drought. Again, that's my view. I know a lot of people disagree with it. I've had conversations about this one statement. Dan, for example, Dan Anlis, he disagrees with me 100%. He thinks I'm deluded when I say them type of things. But for me, this is the difference. When you don't have true ambition, it starts from the top, and it just proves. Look at the window we just had. Look at the window we just had.
I think it's more of a psychological thing, right? It's like an emotion. If you have emotions of that level, right, for a certain thing, right, you feel attached to it. For you, this club, right, it's for me. It's one of the times that I've actually enjoyed it with a real bunch of Spurs fans. You guys know, even not being in the stadium. All the other times, right, you know, the 2008 Carling Cup. That time was it the Carling Cup? Was it? The
I was
Cup
there.
Yeah, you were there, right? I was drunk in the KTV room. Yes, I can't even remember what happened in that game.
You were you know what? You were sober. You were sober this year because we finished 17th. That's the reason. You were sober because we finished 17th, and you didn't have nothing to play for. So you ultimately believe we would lose that final. Nobody expected, except for me. Remember, I said we will. Remember, I was the only fan walking in a fan base that's saying we can win this.
You are the only fan. Yeah, I know.
I said it, and we won it. Let me be honest with you. I'm trademarking it because I didn't see no fan around that period saying we could win. I predicted that nearly 2-3 months before it.
Yeah, I know. I started to become deluded when we got past that Frankfurt game. Yes, right? Come on, bro.
But trust me, I'm shameless. Hold on. Trust me, I'm shameless. If we go far in the Champions League, just know I'm gonna say, what if we can believe? What if Frank is our savior?
Did I say that last week?
Yeah,
you said that last week, Had. Yeah, you said that last week. You're taking a page out of my book. You're taking a page out of my book. Sometimes, can I be honest with you? Sometimes football is about belief, hope, and just enjoying the moments. Think about it.
Somehow or another, right? I don't know. A lot of Spurs fan base has lost that feeling. You guys, for the football.
Can you pause for a minute?
No, the focus so much. Hold on. The focus so much is on the ownership and how it's run and all the other shit.
Yeah.
Right? Yes, sir.
Hey, Haz, can you do me a favor? Can you bring up JP's interview on my Twitter? He summarized what we're talking about right now. Brilliant interview. JP hit on the nail of the head. Can you bring it up on the screen?
Hold on a second.
It's literally just JP in it, yeah? JP summarized it 110%. It links back to it. I want your opinion about it because I actually agree 1000%. Fans nowadays don't understand the aspect of believing in football. And this is so true because what JP said, he actually hit the nail on the head. Because look, let's be honest with you. We are all Spurs fans, yeah? We love this club.
Where is
we
this?
Support Twitter? No, TikTok. My TikTok.
You have to put the link in the chat because I don't know where to find it. So, do you mean the one that you sent in the group chat?
Yeah. JP, yeah. Just go to the JP one. Can you just put it up? I want you guys to watch that video, innit? It's such a brilliant video.
He's the first fan that hasn't gone to the stadium for a long time, and once Levy's gone, he's the one going back in, right? Is that the one?
JP, yeah, from no, that's Mark. That's Mark. Mark is the one that hasn't been to Spurs since 2000s.
I don't know how to do it. I don't have TikTok. It's not. Hold on.
You don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
I don't have TikTok. That's what I'm saying.
he
Can
doesn't
someone
have-
just open it up on their phone and just play it through the actual thing? I can't do it because I'm using my phone.
Let me see.
Generally, I
Let me
need you guys to hear what he said. It's so it relates to this conversation. It actually
Hold
relates
on.
to this conversation.
which video is that? Is it in the group chat?
JP,
You know, my group chat. If you go to my group chat, we put it in
I'm
there.
in the group chat. Oh my god. Oh, JP. All right.
JP, yeah.
Hold on. How do I
See if you
download
can
it?
play it out loud.
Yeah.
I need to download this. Hold on. Oh, let me see if I can play it.
Yeah,
You
just
play
play
it?
it out loud. You don't
It's on
even
my
have to
laptop.
put it on the screen.
It's on my laptop. See whether I can switch it on my laptop and play it. Is there no volume? Why isn't there?
Just
Unmute. Hold on. Can you
because
hear
he
it?
hit him. No, we can't
Can
hear
you
it.
hear it? Can you hear it?
Can't
All
hear
right.
it.
Hold on. I change it. I'll change it. If you can't hear it, I'm gonna do it another way. Hold on.
Yo, Tamir, let me borrow your phone quickly. Go on my TikTok. Let me borrow your phone quickly. Go on my TikTok. No, I got it, bro. I'm just gonna play it through. I'm gonna just play it through the thing.
Hold on. I got it now. Hold on.
Oh, you got
You
it?
got it.
I'm using my phone now. So
For a week. Hold on, look. I've got it. I've got it right now. And hold on 1 minute.
For success. I'm sorry. I'll be honest with you. What it really means is the fact that we want a bit of success on the pitch. We want a bit of success as fans. The fans are the heartbeat of this club. The club's about playing football, right? I appreciate the nice shiny building. I appreciate the PSR rules and things like that. But you know what? It's about football. It's about, for us as fans, winning the Europa and seeing 250,000 people on the streets. That's what football's about. And that's what they need to invest in and go forward. You need his own out in order for success. I'm sorry. I'll be honest with you.
That's it. It's repeating. It's repeating. You see what he said? We are the heartbeat of Tottenham. Yeah? Without the fans, Tottenham wouldn't be a thing. It's so true. That's what 250 fans on the street cheering for one cause. That's what it means to be a Tottenham fan. 110%. Where is the passion? Where is the glory? Where is this ambition that we used to have as fans? And look, let me be honest with you. It's only been diluted because of Enoch. Simply because of Enoch. The Enoch group don't have the ambition that the Tottenham fans want. In your lifetime, whether you believe that we could potentially win the title, we could win the Champions League, under this ownership, they don't even move like they want to achieve better. We always settle for, yeah, it's all right. It's okay.
yeah, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. My standards is that I want to win the Premier League, right? Not many fans have this kind of standards like I have, because apart from I think a few, right, that I think maybe less than 0.01% of the fan base wants that, right? So, like I said, Daniel Levy, right, in his 25 years of running our club, he has cornered a market of fans that are, placid, who accept things as it is and won't stand up and how you call show their displeasure outwardly. But the problem is that, how you say, right? If you want to talk about protests and all that, it has to be planned properly, right? When it was hot during the Ange time, it was planned properly. You get what I'm saying?
That's because half of the fan base, not even half, practically all the fan base, I would even say, including myself, including you, including Has, wanted Ange out. So we all united as one front.
Wait. I was Ange.
In fact, no. You were Ange don't care. No, let me correct. Yeah. Let me correct myself. You were Ange don't care. Yeah. That's the reason why it...
care too. You know what I'm saying?
That's why it grew so much attention at the time. The difference with this protest, for me, we can't carry on being quiet. We have to carry on spreading the message. Because for me, as soon as we accept their vision of Tottenham, that's when our ambitions will go. Because look, Eugene, you say you want to win the title. For you to say Enoch in, I don't know when that's ever going to happen. Look, my friend, I'm a young fan. By the time I become your age, maybe it could happen. By the time you
become my age, bro, you know how old I am? You're in your 20 years, like early 20s or something like that, right?
Yeah.
I'm in my late 50s. Yes, sir.
Exactly.
30 years that Enoch is still, if Enoch still owns Spurs 30 years from now, right? My God.
If Enoch still if Enoch still if Enoch still owns Spurs 30 years from now, I'm officially Enoch in.
Oh my God.
I have to support the process.
How long is the process? Life
until I die. Until I die.
Years.
That's the process until I die, innit?
Yeah.
Spurs till I die.
But Cook,
okay,
let's carry on that long.
Yeah, Harry, change the subject. This is.
I just want to say one more thing, and then we'll talk about Man City game. It's all a psyop. The club,
of course,
brainwash the fans into thinking a certain level of not success, but a certain level of club was success. And then they chuck the stadium on top of that because there's like a luxury and said, look, we've given you this, we've given you that, so gaslighting us, really. And then that's why no one's really cares anymore because, you know, we did win the trophy last season, which, yeah, great. But there's no one that have sustained success under this ownership. We might get one trophy every 10, 15 years, I think.
You see, Harry, you see, right?
We don't have a plan.
No, but Harry, look how you're saying this. It's like, oh, we won a trophy last year, right? Yeah, it's great. It wasn't like they won a fucking trophy, man. It was the fucking biggest thing in the world. You guys that's the problem with our Spurs fans.
That's because we're so starved, DJ. That's because we're so starved.
No, I know, but you're so starved, but you still don't have that feeling for that kind of glory that we've achieved. In it owns Spurs 30 years from now. I'll be the other side.
I was at the parade. Me too.
David Clark, I'll be there too.
Eugene, me and TJ were at the parade. It's not we didn't enjoy it. I'm just saying.
No,
I knew.
Bro, I was with TJ at the parade too. Don't forget.
I know, but we had to enjoy it even more. No.
Imagine this. I live in Tottenham. I live in Tottenham, the heart of Tottenham, and I got lost. I was lost. There was no space for me to walk left. I couldn't even go to my home. That was the best experience of my life.
Yeah, I know this. That's why
I think that was better than virginity, man. Big man thing.
Yeah, you know why, right? I think, right, this whole season, right, I don't think we should be doing any protests because we won a cup, right? 250,000 fans. You won't be able to get the sentiment out there anymore. Unless it's so bad.
Man, I can't accept that. I can't accept that, man.
Unless it's so bad, right?
Can't you argue that because they've not carried on from the trophy and built on it, is it even worse?
But Harry, isn't it the same? We've always been doing it, right? We were one step away from the Premier League title. We didn't carry on. We regressed. We were so close to the Champions League Cup, right? We didn't carry on. We regressed. We won the European trophy. We didn't carry on.
Listen, Eugene's turned to the dark side, man. He's one of the Enochins, man. He's turned to the dark side, bro. You know, this Eugene has been doing protest watch-alongs for so long. That protest watch-along probably probably deflated him, seeing only 2 people.
Yeah.
Because it deflated me. Let me be honest with you. No, it deflated me and has. Let me be so real in it. Because at least, no. You know what? Let me be honest with you. Because I was at the game, and you need to understand this in it. Look, I don't have tickets to the game. I don't go into the stadium. So I go to the game for the protest. To only see 2 people, it actually, absolutely. I started really even walking to the crowd. What is it called? What's the pub called? I lost. That's what I was gonna say.
Coach and horse.
Whatever the. Oh yeah. Even walking there, I was actually saying to myself, maybe this is the last time I'm even gonna protest. I even said it to myself. But you did. I know. Yeah, I know that was how I was feeling at the time. But I know I can't stop, because for me, if you stop, you accept this nonsense.
I know you can't stop, right? I know, to tell the truth, right? If there's a protest, I will be there too. But the problem is that, right, I don't think Change for Tottenham should do another protest again, because
no, they shouldn't. Their change is nonsense. Their change is change the mentality, change the way.
Whatever it is, right? I think for them to organize another protest, and after what happened, and have you checked Twitter or anything? Have they said anything about what happened? Did they explain to the fans?
Bro, I saw him on some shows, but I don't know if I missed anything. Like if he said why or anything, I don't know.
Has you even sent me a message saying Billy? What's my man's name? Billy wasn't even there.
Yeah, he was. Apparently, wasn't even at the game, but I don't know. He sits in the south, I think. So
he wasn't even at the protest that he's organizing.
I know.
Well, I don't know what happened. I'm still confused as to what happened, because we were in the pub. We walked out,
the bottom
expecting
of this,
at least some people.
Yeah. If they
there was no one there. Yeah. Did he freeze?
Look back it.
Yeah, he's frozen in time. Oh, he's back. Okay.
You're back.
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah. Bad internet connection.
Yeah,
right? You can't blame me on Dan Levy anymore. You can't blame me on Dan Levy. All right, guys, let's move on to the next topic.
Man City. Yeah. Speak about the game. So, Eugene, what do you think about the game? 2-0 down at half time.
Right,
and made some changes.
In the first half, right? We were doing the watch along with DJ in the pub. DJ was saying we're so dead. Right. Yeah. And when the second half, when the second half came along, right? TJ said, "What the hell? What did he put in the drinks? Right? What was it? MDMA or something like that?"
Bro, they came out, and you know what? Let me tell you this, innit? In fact, as soon as they subbed off Romero, look at the time. Yeah, obviously, we now know it's due to he was ill, right?
Yeah.
But at the time,
Romero was subbed at the half time, right? When Sa came on, all of us saying, "What the fuck?" Did Romero
bro, when he came on the pitch, you don't understand how much I crashed out. I crashed out so much that I didn't even want to watch the rest of the game, But then something happened, something special. That's why I love Tottenham, man. Proves me wrong. I'd rather be wrong than right. Let me be so wrong. Let me be honest with you. I'd rather see a performance like that. Why can't we start the second half like the first half? Why can't we start good from the get-go? Why is it that we can only play one half? What is it?
I have a theory. I have a theory. Because Frank probably tells them, and this comes back to the fact I think he's lost the players, or the players are not with him, however you want to phrase it. I think they go into the game kind of like not that asked, and then at halftime, he speaks to them and they're like, "Oh, you know what? I have to try something. Otherwise, it looks like I'm not trying." And then they score. That's why I thought we would lose 2-1. 2-0 down.
But even still, when you actually analyze it, like I have to give, like I was on my match along, innit? Like my match reaction after the game, Dan disagreed with me. He disagrees with most of my points because maybe I am deluded in it. But I had to give credit where credit was due. I actually said if it was Frank that changed the system or changed how we decided to play, because we created more chances. And I was talking to Guy. Remember, he mentioned there's 3 ways to play through a press: dribble, over the top, pass, short passing. Right. That first half, we didn't do one of them. We only went to the wings.
TJ, well, hold on. Remember that first half, right? In the first 15 minutes, we had 3% of the ball. Remember? I said,
yeah,
we have 97% of the ball. How are we going to play the ball without the ball?
Yeah. And I said, but maybe it can get better. Maybe it can get better. I was being optimistic. I remember I predicted 2-1 to Tottenham, innit? Obviously, it ended 2-2, right? But you predicted a draw.
We're both wrong in the end.
Yeah. For me, this is how I see it. Let me be so real with it. Yeah. It's either one or the other. I feel like the players threw Frank's tactics out of the window. That's just my personal opinion. However, the substitution for Romero to Sarr was phenomenal, because when Sarr came on the pitch, we had another midfielder in that midfield. We were getting bullied in that midfield. Having 3 midfielders actually worked better than having 2. So again, you can either say it was Frank or you could say it's the players. But I just want Tottenham to play consistently. Perform like how you performed that second half.
TJ, they can't. It's not. I don't know. It's whether they don't have the mentality.
They're frozen again.
They don't have the mentality. You know what it is as well, yeah? You know what it is, isn't it?
Yes, to play that kind of football for 2 halves. I frozen.
No, go for it. Carry on, Eugene. You come back.
To play 2 halves.
Yeah. I was just finishing off your sentence.
Right, for 45 minutes, right? If we know how to break these 45 minutes down to play them throughout the 90 minutes, right? And then fill up the gaps, right, of the bozo moments we have to train to eliminate that, then maybe we can play a full game without looking like idiots. So
you know what? You're right. You're right. Listen, if Frank, hands on heart, let me be honest with you. I like to be proved wrong. Personally, I'd like to be proved wrong. Remember, I didn't want Frank at Tottenham. That's one. I didn't want Frank at Tottenham. Yeah. However, for me, this is how I see it. If Frank can perform the way he performed in that second half consistently through the whole 90 minutes, I don't mind keeping Frank to the end of the season, in my opinion.
But
because the club is not sacking him, so we just have to get with the process. Like we constantly blame the manager when the real issue is this ownership.
The ownership part, of course, you all know it comes back to that, right? But the problem is that the problem that we face at the moment, right? We can't move the ownership, right? Unless there's a big changeover. But basically what Frank has to do, he has to change his style. I don't know, he must be able to find a way to program the players to be able to play consistently to a certain extent. Maybe 25 minutes on one side of each half, you are up to the standard, but he can't.
Yeah.
We've seen us swing the pendulum, right? We will either show shit, right? To tell the truth, the Man City game, that first half was the shittiest time I've seen us, because you know why? We didn't have possession of the ball. I think
look at the comment from David Clark. Big up yourself, innit? Yeah, really appreciate you. Look, I've watched football at the highest level for 65 years, and trust me, most of these players don't have the character, the class, to put in consistent performances. 100%. That's a part of the problem.
That part of the problem will fall onto the recruitment, right? Why do we recruit shitheads? Yes,
now, can I? You know what? As you're talking about the recruitment, can I jump in? Has speak up, man. You're very quiet, bro. You're just listening along. Jump in, bro. You know this show is not about interviews, my bro. Just jump in when you want to say, man. You know what I'm talking about. We've been doing this for too long, innit? Cool.
Yeah.
Talking about the recruitment, one thing that I've now changed my I don't know. At first I was angry with the transfer window, yeah? Hear me out. Yeah. I was really angry, but I've kind of dialed down my anger because Frank actually said he doesn't want temporary solutions to fix the problem. He wants long-term solutions that are going to be there for a long term, you know? So and I know we needed wingers, and I know we needed players, and 100% the board are to blame. However, if there wasn't any real quality on the market, and this is also not me giving the board a pass, because realistically, they have planned. I don't know what Lange has been doing. And did you guys see that interview? That interview was awful. Awful. Yeah. He made so many excuses.
I didn't even bother to listen to the interview, right? Because we all know it's all PR dross. It's all PR dross from the interview. It's a waste of time listening to things that you know.
Yeah, but I like to do. You know what? I like to listen to the interview to get to at least, because I'm more of a you say something, mean it person. You know. So if I say to you, yo, I'm coming to buck you, just know I'm coming to buck you. If I'm saying, yo, I can't do it, I can't do it. Yeah. You ask me for money, yo, do you have Pete? I'm broke. What can I do? You see my point? Like, I'm more of that type of person. So watching Lange's interview, he is honestly one of the worst directors of football ever to come into a football club.
At Villa, he was demoted.
He is definitely down. He is down. Look, if this is my thing. You are planning for a window. It's a difficult window. We all know January is a difficult window to do your transfers, right? However, if there's a direct plan in place, don't gaslight us and say, yeah, we are working on this and then you end up not signing nobody. He pushed the goalposts. We were told that the ENIC organization, the ENIC family, has invested 100 million or 150 million for this window.
It's always PR bullshit.
It's all PR shit, man. It's bullshit.
DJ, that's what I'm saying. We all know that, right? January is hard. But then we look back and say, you had 4 months, right? Levy's gone, you had 4 months to do a job. Plan to know what to do. Yeah, the injuries came in. Don't tell me you were planning to buy Conor Gallagher, but a lot of us say Conor Gallagher was a knee-jerk reaction because Benton Core got injured, right? And Conor Gallagher was with big up Rodney, right? Willing to come.
Big up.
Yeah, he needs game time, right? He's not getting in A Madrid, so
for the World Cup.
Yeah, and he needs to show his talent to Tommy Tuchel. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. All right, but to tell the truth, it doesn't matter. We've been This is still part of Levy's shit. You get what I'm saying? Right? Levy has left. Even Levy has left, right? He's left behind shit because there wasn't a transition of power. You get what I'm saying? He got sacked. And overnight when he gets sacked, right, all of a sudden the people who are under him have to go up one level. And the people who are under him going up one level are not capable of doing a job. And like getting two DOFs, right, directors of football. Why are we doing things like that? Why do we need two people to try to, why do we need two people to try to plan our football? And then when you got two people planning our footballs, nothing happens still, right? That's the weird part. There's, we know all these problems that the club has, right? But the thing is that, like I said, at this moment in time, they've just taken over for the past 6 months or so, but the cracks are already there. So will they be able to cover up the cracks, or will they be able to actually
The only
mend the
difference
cracks?
I've seen, Eugene, is that they are willing to pay more money for wages. That's the only difference I've seen.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The only difference I've seen, right? They've not listened to the fans, right? The transfer window is totally opposite from the Levy type of transfer window. That is the change that I see. Guys, if you sit back and understand what I'm saying, that is the change I see. But whether that change works or not, I do not know, because unless Frank can turn it around, then they've proven us wrong. You know what I'm saying? The project is working, right? But at the moment, not buying players, not buying enough players for the first team with so many injuries. But the excuse is that, oh, if we buy so many players or we loan back players, because now these players, if you know, the clubs wants them with an option to buy and blah, 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 the quality players that we need, right? But we can't buy them. If we buy them, right, then what happens if the players recover? Why don't our club have this mentality that all those players who recover, right, if they don't meet the standard, right, fucking sell them. Why are we keeping them? We're still keeping Ben Davis, bro. Think about it. What the fuck is wrong with us? Right?
You know what, yeah? You know what, yeah, Eugene, I hardly hear you swear. So when you swear, it's serious.
No, but guys, do you understand what I'm saying?
So now we get you, bro. We're on the same boat.
Yeah, I know. That mentality has to change, right, from the board. But if the board continues to do things like that, then we know we're not going anywhere again, right? Then
Eugene, from an organization perspective, from what I've seen, is the problem is because Levy was, say, the leader, and he was micromanaging like a dictatorship.
No,
yeah,
it doesn't matter, Harry. No, Harry, it doesn't matter. Whatever the problem is, right? If you remove, right, the person who's got his dick in every hole, right, and you can't find the good dick to put back in that hole, right? Then you don't do it. You get what I'm saying?
I'm saying there's different kinds of leadership. The problem with our leadership is because Vinay, I had my reservations about him because of Arsenal fans have told me a lot before. That he stuck with Arteta. But anyway, because he has a more there's different types of management, right? Levy was micromanaging, so like the people couldn't do their roles, I think. And
this guy's laid back.
The opposite.
Vinay is laid back, innit? He's like, whatever goes on, I will support you. Yeah, I get that.
So the pendulum swings again. Why can't our club be balanced? You can't sit up. Why do we get the person we got so many?
Because I'll answer that question. The reason why we're not balanced is because Enoch has been here for 25 years, and they're not balanced themselves.
They don't know what they're doing.
Some of them, look, let's be real, yeah? Let's be real. We have had so many changes in the last year in this ownership. Not only that, the rumors are that Levy is trying to sell his shares, right? Whether that is another situation, that's another man in that boardroom that is going to have their own ideas, their own aspirations, whether it's good or bad. There's too many chefs in the kitchen. There's too many people making decisions.
Okay, hold on. The problem with, right, if Levy does sell his shares, it's 30% of Enoch, which is, another less of, I think, let's say maybe it doesn't give him for the next person who buys up maybe shares.
No voting rights.
He's got no voting rights because he's the minority. He's got no say.
But it still has the same concept. When you have too many changes in one season, I'm not saying whoever, even if it's the DJ that buys out Levy shares or it's Elon Musk. My issue is there's been so many changes in that actual board, and not only that, not only in the board, in Frank's team as well. We've just brought a few coaches from Brentford again.
Yeah, I know. That's what Frank
So
is trying to
there's
do.
so many changes. We're not actually stable, and this is my problem. The quote of sacking Ange was to stabilize us. We're destabled.
The problem is that we should have sacked Ange in the first place, right? So I've been so this I don't want to go back there again. It's the thing is that I'm gonna tell you guys it's a very simple thing, right? Enoch is gonna stick with Frank because Frank is gonna turn us into Brentford. All right, simple as that.
We're back in the 90s.
I can't accept that shit.
We're back in the 90s, basically. That's what I'm
I
saying.
can't accept that shit. You know why I can't accept that shit? Because this is the thing for me. My biggest issue, and I don't know if you guys remember it, I was screaming, if we are going to sack Ange, bring in a manager with qualifications. We've brought in a PE teacher right now. This is the problem.
PJ, my problem with Frank is not his tactical knowledge. I think he has a lot of tactical knowledge.
My problem is with his tactical knowledge. He's a coward. He sets up to defend.
Coward. Yes. No, to tell the truth, right? It's got nothing to be tactical or not tactical, right? It's the mentality, right?
Exactly. It's a coward way to play.
Mentality. You get stuff.
Can I have the floor for a minute? You know what? I actually had a really big discussion on this coward mentality. You know, you don't go to war thinking you're gonna flip in, defend, and lose. You go to war to attack to kill. Yeah? Right now, we are sheep. Every team is a wolf. So what's gonna happen? We're running away. And can I be honest with you? The players even know it. We are getting eaten. The players even know it. You know why the players know it? Because they want out.
The players feel it.
100%. And I don't blame them. I don't blame Van der Ven and Romero. In fact, when Romero has actually spoke up, he spoke up twice. And I've defended him twice. He has said this ownership is, and I would do the exact same thing. He's speaking facts. When Conte spoke up facts, they kicked him out.
Yeah.
Whether he wants a move away, whether he wants, he's truly ambitious. That's what you call ambition. Someone that wants better for himself.
Let's see now. Okay, let's see now, right? Let's say Enoch not listen to the fans, but actually listen to Romero. Yes, sir. Will they do that? Right? If that hits them,
clearly not. You know what? Clearly not. Clearly not. You know why? Clearly not. You know why? They didn't listen because Romero even said in his statement, the situation is outrageous.
Yeah, it's not outrageous. It's not disrespectful or something like that.
But the reason Romero wants to leave is because they must have promised him something and to do with the contract, and obviously they didn't fulfill the promise. They must have promised him something.
Most probably, actually, maybe Daniel Levy promised him that he will buy better players, but he got sacked. So, yeah.
But isn't that true ambition? If you want better, this is a thing, innit? For me, this is how I see it. If you want better, you will speak out. I don't. Can I be honest with you? A lot of fans say, "Oh, you can't air your laundry out." Man, that's bullshit. Whenever you know why I call it bullshit, because whenever you're working, and remember, this is a job for them. This is a career. You want to. You are, if you're not in a good environment, the only thing to do is to speak out. And if that doesn't work, you leave. Simple. People that are saying, "Oh, Romero's doing it for his own will." 100% he is, and I don't blame him. And in fact, I would advise him to leave. In fact, the same way I said to Harry Kane, he should have gone long time ago. The same way I said to Son, he should have gone long time ago, because they're better than Tottenham. Because Enoch is the virus. The virus, this is the problem. You settle for mediocre, you get mediocre.
Yeah, I know. Right. Yeah, but guys, we are straying off subject again from MCT. All of a sudden, we go on this Levy and
Like I said,
No,
it's just
100%, man. You know what? Enoch has to go, man. I'm sorry. I'm tired of it. I'm actually tired of it. That protest was absolutely awful.
I know.
It was just, bro. It was just me and you. So I mean, like, I couldn't
Bro,
believe
for
it.
real
Honestly.
though,
I couldn't believe it.
I can't believe it. I couldn't believe it. No, I couldn't. I generally couldn't believe it.
But
I
TJ,
actually
one,
couldn't
two
believe
factors I would say. I'm not defending it that there wasn't any people there, but Stell and Daigle was back in Toronto because I think he flew back a day or two before, and Stell was in Cyprus. Unfortunately, TJ, those two people are the biggest pushers for protesting. They might not be part of Change for Tottenham, like officially, but if it
Yeah.
wasn't for them, Change for Tottenham wouldn't exist. I know it sounds weird to say, but they wouldn't exist as a concept. Like protesting wouldn't exist as a concept at top with Spurs fans if it wasn't for those two people. I'm not just saying it because I've known them for a while or anything. It's nothing to do with that. But because neither of them came, we only know two people that went. I think that plays a factor in how many people turned up.
No, I think there are a few more people, right? But there wasn't someone holding up a flag. All right, the protest is here. Come do this with us. That's what I'm saying. I'm questioning Change for Tottenham. That's all. All right. Whether they should ever do another one, right? Or if there is another one to be done, right? It has to be on a different banner now.
But also, TJ, me and you, because we're still young, relatively young, a lot of the older fans I speak to in the stadium, they won't protest because they're kind of like, at least with them, they've experienced Spurs winning, if they're really old, Spurs winning like FA Cup.
They just don't care enough. You get me saying?
They've seen it. Like for us, TJ, we're kind of protesting to see what they've already seen in some ways. I don't know, but but they're kind of like, because they're a lot older. They're like,
no, you know why?
They
Because
Harry, they don't have the energy. They don't have the energy.
No, number one, they don't have the energy, right? And the other part is that they protest against sugar. Most probably those guys that you were talking to.
Yeah, I've heard about that. I've heard about that.
Yeah. So I guess it takes the next generation to step up to do something. That's all. But if that
bro, that's what I said. That's what I said with a mini. What is it called? Listen, you're Stell. You got the Greek in you. I'm Daigle, man. I'm Daigle, bro. I'm boning out right now, cuz. Like, no, on a serious note. Like, no, serious note. How can there only be two of us?
I didn't. I was like, that's remember when we went. Yeah, I was like, oh, in the right place because I was like just in shock. Because no one there.
Okay.
And in the stadium, in the stadium, nothing was there. I was like, at least
guys,
flags in there or something.
Look at okay, your generation, right, in the 20s, right, and all that.
Yeah.
Who are in London, who has a YouTube channel, right? How many of them are like both of you? You get what I'm saying? Not many.
But that's what I was saying to TJ there. I think we're in the minority. Like,
no,
I think
we've been in the minority. Come on.
Too many people are brainwashed in that stadium.
We've been in minority since forever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
what I'm saying is a lot of life, you see it in a very narrow, unless you like venture out. Guess I'm lucky I can say this because I was at the stadium. I'm at the stadium and I know what fans are like. They're not don't care as much for change for the club. But like when you view the world in like a very narrow way, you don't really see like things. I don't know how to explain it. Like you kind of live in your own bubble.
It's going to be 3 a.m. in Malaysia. Yeah.
We think that because we YouTubers, because I made a comment on Spotlight and Spurs last night. We think everyone thinks the same as us, but that's the reality is they don't. Anyway, let's talk about the Man United game because Eugene probably needs to go to bed.
I gotta go soon, right? Yeah, it's gonna be 3 a.m.
Yeah.
My prediction, right? I got this funny feeling, right? We'll go there and beat them.
You think?
Right? Yeah. We've been doing funny things for a long time.
They look really good on the carrot.
We're going there. We're gonna beat them, but it's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be something like 2-1, 3-2 to Spurs, and it's gonna be controversial.
Yeah,
right?
I believe we're gonna beat them. I think we're gonna beat them 1-0.
Yeah, and Manchester United is gonna go down to 10 men. Something weird and controversial. You know why? They can't let Carrick win 4 games in a row, right? And if Carrick wins 4 games in a row, right, they have to employ him.
Yeah, no. If Carrick wins 4 games in a row, that guy will cut his hair off.
No,
That's what I'm
5
thinking
games. He
about.
needs 5 games. 5 games or 4 games. He needs 5 games.
5 games,
4,
innit?
isn't it?
But that's one. I think it's 5 games in a row, innit? But then he wouldn't. He will have to cut his hair off. We can't let that happen. His afro is a part of football culture right now.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that is keeping football together right now. Generally, the afro. Because let's be honest with you, football right now is absolutely shocking.
It's crap.
But for me, it's going to be a difficult game. I think we're going to win it by a penalty or something late.
Dramatic, right?
Yeah.
I guess I'm more negative. I think it's going to be 2-2.
2-2 is negative.
Another draw. Can we? The question I'm going to ask you then, as you haven't spoken much, can we afford to draw?
No, really, we have to win to try and get some.
No, actually, right? If we, guys, imagine this, right? If we draw the rest of the games, right, we'll survive.
Fair.
Will we?
Yeah.
You know what? Let me be honest with you. If we draw in it, like, remember when we're facing relegation, whether you believe it or not, draws mean more than wins. Yeah, it's kind of like a win. It equals a win, right? For me, this is how I see it. I want to see us actually put points on the actual board, actual 3 points. So we don't actually, you know what? If we can win against United, I'll be confident that we can stay up. It's just I'm not confident that Tottenham can keep up this facade. Because for me, West Ham, although they lost against Chelsea, they look good. West Ham look good.
Leeds are playing Forest tonight as well. You might need to watch it.
And guys, to tell the truth, right? If we can secure our position in the league, even if we end up at 17th, right? Then we can go on a championship winning run.
Just so you guys know, we've got Burnley, West Ham at 3:00 tomorrow.
Where is that? Oh, that's away, isn't it? Yeah, that's away, isn't it?
It's at Burnley, yeah.
What are you doing tomorrow? What are you doing tomorrow?
Me?
I'm doing my show.
Yeah. You doing a watch along?
Yeah, I'll be doing my watch along. I most probably will be doing it from the Mamak store, so let's see how that goes. Cool.
If you're doing a watch along, I might join you, innit? I might go to the coaching and horses because I'm thinking about doing a watch along. Like generally, I think I need to start doing that as well on my channel.
Yeah, go ahead.
I really enjoyed it. No, can I be honest with you? I really enjoyed the atmosphere, even inside the pub. Instead of watching the game at home, I actually felt connected to Spurs for the first time in a long while.
But also, when you watch the game with other fans, it's a very different. When back in the day, TJ, when I used to go to Cyprus, I mean, I don't know if this bar still exists. We used to watch Spurs games in this Irish bar. So it was actually a Spurs bar, like official Spurs bar in Cyprus. It was very different, rather than watching it like by yourself in somewhere else, you know.
Guys, I got to jump off first, right? Don't forget, please subscribe to Spurs Vision TV, has Spurs TV, and of course Into Spurs, right? And to tell the truth, guys, maybe I'm in it in, or maybe I'm in it out.
Yeah, man, he's in it in, and he's a traitor. He's a traitor. He turned to the dark side. He turned to the dark side. That's you guys have to hear this.
That's actually the bright side.
TJ, can you clip this?
Oh, 100%. Let me be honest with you. There's certain moments in this video where I've got, and it's going up on my TikTok, bro. He has turned to the dark side.
Yeah, bro. What happened to you, Jim, man?
I don't know. Maybe not. That thing, man. Maybe. All right. Right. Catch up with you guys later. Right. Have a good show. Bye-bye.
See you later, my friend. See you later. Yeah, man. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. That is insane. The way he's talking,
bro. Like I've seen it in the group chats though. He wrote in again in like the Stills chat as well.
Yeah. Nah, he's insane, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Look, obviously it's personal for me, but even if it was just a case on just football and merit, I don't see where he has a stance on it, in my opinion.
But like, look, I'm looking at tonight's game. It's Leeds Forest. That affects us now because if Forest win, I think they're on like 1 point behind us or something. And then Burnley West Ham tomorrow.
But see, look, even after the window we had, how can you even say Enoch in?
Yeah. So if Leeds win, they're on the same points as us. If Leeds or Forest win, they've got the same points as us. I know we'll have a game in hand, but
to be fair, you know what? Sorry, look, you're talking about Leeds. I don't care about that game. Yeah, I care about the fact that Eugene said Enoch in.
I know. I'm just watching because I'm looking at the relegation. That's one reason I'm checking the table because they're playing tonight.
How can he actually be Enoch in though? No, seriously. Let's have a conversation about this, innit? And I know a lot of people have their own opinions, right? This is someone that has been doing protests for the last 5 years to get this ownership out. How the hell have he flip-flopped to go and Enoch in?
I don't know. Do you think it's just a trophy? Is that the reason why?
So the trophy has changed his mindset. So look, all of those fans that were saying trophies don't matter, clearly it matters. It matters. It matters.
Yeah.
And see, a lot of the fan base feel like Enoch should stay. 25 years, only 2 trophies. We're the only club that has that. Look,
I think like we were in a protest last year, yeah, and there's 2,000 people, and you were telling me them people won't be here next year if we were protesting, and I believe you.
Eugene is one of them. Eugene is one of them.
Because I think a lot of it's to do with the fact that we were 17th. I think that's
now we're 14th. Now we're 14th. What? 14th and 15th, 16th, 17th, and
we won the trophy, so we shouldn't be protesting this season. That's what he said. Did you not hear him earlier? He said we won the trophy last season.
I did hear it. You know,
that's why. There's your answer.
He said his statements were his ambitions are win the Premier League. Listen, I don't know, man. We all have our own opinions, innit? Our own opinions are only ours, innit? Listen, anybody with different opinions are always welcome. As you can see, one of our dearest YouTubers have now turned to the dark side, didn't it? So we can clearly evolve and have conversations about being Enoch in and Enoch out, right? 100%. Yeah, 100%. Those that are Enoch in, you've got inside man. He knows all our secrets now. He knows all our secrets. He's turned. It could. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. No, I actually can't believe it. No, serious note, yeah. You know why I can't believe it? Because for me, I haven't seen why Enoch should deserve to stay. There's not when you have a discussion about like actual the ownership and all of this type of stuff. At least you can actually suggest like, okay, maybe Enoch has done this over the last 5 years, or maybe Enoch has done that. Then we can have a conversation. Yeah, I hear you. You know what I'm talking about. Right now, he's Enoch in because Enoch won a trophy. The same way Enoch won a trophy in 2008.
But I don't know. I didn't know Eugene back then, so I don't know what his stance was. I was leaving an Enoch out from 2012, but my turning point was something different. So what was that?
My Enoch and Levy out was when that stadium got built.
For me, it was when Redknapp went into January. We were 3rd in the league. I think we were like 6 points off the top. And he asked for 2 players, Gary Cahill and like a striker like Tevez, for example. And he got Saha and Nelson on the free transfer. And then we collapsed to 4th and we missed out on Champions League.
Yeah. Okay, so hold on 1 second. We're missing their comments, you know. The last time Spurs were relegated in 1976, 77 we had bro, you just highlighted 2 comments. Oh, up here, yeah, cool. Had
Yeah.
players like Jennings, England.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a sick team. Past my time, to be honest with you. I obviously wasn't born then, innit?
Pat
So
Jennings was one of the best goalkeepers ever. You know that. I've never watched.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
Don't let my age cloud your judgment. I do like. Don't
Yeah.
let my age cloud your judgment, man. Just because I wasn't born them times, 100%. I know the history. I know the history of Tottenham. I'm a Tottenham fan, man. If you're not, if you're true and true, you look down on the history. And I wish I lived in them times because at least then I could have seen better moments, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Same, man. Same. Honestly.
Yeah. Spurs are a joke of a club. We are Tottenham, super Tottenham from the lane. Yeah, 100% we are. But it's, you know, he met. Oh, wicked. Yeah, no. You know what?
Jennings, you know, I think he used to play for Arsenal. Did he used to play for Arsenal as well? Was he one of the only?
I'm not too
players?
sure, to be honest with you. I'm not too sure. What has? Answer this then, yeah? It's a must-win for Frank, yeah?
Must win. Oh yeah, for me, it's another must win because we need the 3 points to try and stay up. So, I mean, any win is a big win now for us, really. Because I'm like you, I'm worried about relegation. I don't think we're out of the woods yet, to be honest.
No, we're definitely not out of the woods. You know,
West Ham are playing Burnley on Saturday. And obviously Leeds. I know you said Leeds Forest isn't relevant to this conversation, but if Leeds or Forest win tonight, they're on 29 points, the same points as us. So, like, we need them to draw basically tonight.
Technically, yeah.
I can't believe I'm interested in that game. Like, I checked the table and I was like, "What the hell is going on?" But
this is what I'm saying. This is where we're at. The fact that we're so far down below, innit, and we can get pulled. At least when we were in Angie's season, we were 17th place. However, we were far away from the relegation battle.
Yeah, we were fine. Yeah.
Do you understand where I'm coming from? This year, we are very close to this relegation battle.
Like I say, if Leeds or Forest win tonight and West Ham win tomorrow, we don't get a win at Old Trafford. Like, it's going to look bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if we were to draw, let me check the table again. So if, say, Leeds or Forest win, they're with the same points as us, we might fall to 15. It depends on goal. But goal difference, ours is better.
I guess there's no... I'm sorry. Listen, I'm sorry. You keep talking about all of these other stuff, and I do get it. I guess there's no protest watch-alongs anymore because we've just lost a beloved fan.
Bro.
We've lost a beloved fan. You don't understand. Rest in peace, Eugene. 2026, he's crossed the path. Rest in peace. Yeah, no. Bro, it's a loss. It's a loss to the Spurs community. You don't understand. That's like, can I be honest with you? I got my knowledge from people like Stel, Daigle, Eugene. They were on this protest. These guys were the fundamentals of protest for change.
Yeah.
We've lost a beloved fan.
He was one of the OGs, man.
He was one of the OGs. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He was doing it before I even started protesting.
I can't believe he said Enoch.
I don't know. I think it's to do with the trophy because, I mean, like I said, I think the trophy changed a lot of people's minds. Like last season, we hadn't won the trophy. Bear in mind
about what ownership.
There was meant to be a protest. A few days before Bodo away, and then our fans were saying
it got cancelled. Yeah,
it got cancelled, didn't it? Do you remember? So
yeah.
The trophy is a big factor, I think. So and obviously we all went to the parade, or most of us went to the parade. So a lot of people were just kind of giving the club a pass. I think basically that's how I see it. Rather than like me and you, some other people.
I know.
Saying,
can I tell you that the standard?
Yeah.
The standard for this Enoch 2.0, I remember was we will give them the summer. We'll give them until January. That's what a lot of people said. That's what a lot of fans were on that January and summer window for Enoch 2.0 and all of this and all of that, right?
Yeah.
So clearly, Enoch, in that space of time, has done the right things. That's basically what Eugene has agreed to.
Yeah.
You know, the
But
conversations next on our shows, yeah? Next on our shows are going to be more political, by the way. Just know this, innit?
political. What do you mean?
110%. It's going to be, what's your belief system about this Enoch? What's the process? What do you see that I don't see? There's going to be more conversations like this
Me,
now. Now we've got an
I just
Enoch
think
in.
we had the wrong leader before, and I think we have the wrong leader again. That's how I see it. Because Vinay is clearly just letting everyone to their own devices, like Lange, he's leaving to his own devices to sign the players or whatever, or something like that. Because we were signing loads of kids, or do you know what I mean? So, like, if I was
Yeah, no,
Vinay,
but
I would get rid of Lange,
but
get rid
what
of
I'm
Lange,
saying,
and bring in a proper director of football. That's what the first thing I
yeah,
would do.
no, but what
And
I'm
show some
saying,
leadership
our
and
next,
sign players in this bracket. Anyway, carry
yeah,
on,
you
sorry.
know, but what I'm
Yeah.
saying, our next wrap along show, wrap up Spurs show,
Yeah.
we're gonna deep dive into this Enoch in, why he has switched, because really and truly, he hasn't given a reason. Well, his reason is the trophy, if that's the reason.
That's the only thing I heard, that we got the trophy, so we shouldn't be protesting this season. That's what I thought he said. Or am I wrong?
I don't know, man. We have to
That's what I
confirm it.
thought I heard.
We have to confirm
That's
it.
what I thought I heard.
And look,
Yeah.
can I also mention this as well? Yeah, any fan that is true Enochian, you're always welcome on the show. We
Yeah, I'll put the link in the chat.
we personally, like I personally, I don't care if you're Enochian, Franken, Levian. Levy don't go. Levy don't sell his shares. You know what I'm talking about? I don't care about your like, when I say don't care, I don't care about your gender. Your gender is your gender. What this show is about is debating opinions based on what our belief systems are. You know? And we like to have a beautiful conversation, because there's a lot of talking points on this conversation. Because for me, I can't ever see why you would turn based on that season. That season was one of the worst seasons, according to a lot of fans. Remember this as well. According to a lot of fans, that was one of our worst seasons. That trophy papered over a lot of cracks. That's what a lot of fans were saying.
A lot of arguments against Levy and Enoch were about the trophies. So, like, people would say, well, we won one trophy in their whole 20 years or something, whatever it was.
17 years. 17 years. We've won one trophy in the last 17 or 18 years.
Technically speaking, under Enoch, we've won 2 in like 20 something years now. Well, no, what I'm saying is, originally the arguments were, say if you're on X years ago, like when I was very active on X or Twitter, yeah, all the arguments against Levy and Enoch I'd always reply, but we've only won one trophy in 08. Now it's 2 in 25 years, whatever, 26 years. But the problem is like, because I know after we won that trophy, I thought we were going to push on back in 08, but we didn't. So for me, when we won this trophy, I was like, what's going to happen now? And they kind of just proved the point again that they weren't going to do anything different.
One thing that I am gonna say, and you're gonna say, oh, maybe I'm favoring Enoch in it, but I'm gonna say this. One thing that Eugene did say, and I totally agree with him, this is the first time that Enoch has actually backed a manager. Yeah, this is the first time that Enoch has actually backed a manager. He brought in Kudos. He brought in Javi Simmons, whether it was the first choice, or second choice, or third choice, right? He brought in players that, if you actually look at it from an outside looking in, has improved our squad, right? They definitely have improved our squad.
Yeah.
Brought in players like Conor Gallagher. I don't know about Suso. That's anomaly, right? But like I said before, Frank said he didn't want to do any temporary signings that are short term, which means Enoch has backed Frank, has backed his opinion.
Also, we were linked with Savinho strongly. He got injured, so we couldn't sign that player. And then obviously Semenyo, we offered apparently from what I read yesterday, quite a reliable source, one of the journalists said that we offered the most money actually to Semenyo. I mean, and we agreed a deal, like we could pay the fee because it was only 65 million, but he said no, he just wasn't interested. So maybe the winger that we wanted, and Lookman apparently we didn't want, which I'm quite surprised about.
Can I just pause you for a minute? And Daniel just put in the chat, in fairness, protesting won't really work because unless you make a huge to scare away the formula on one sponsor of the NFL, it won't really do much, to be honest. I agree 100%. I agree with the protest right now is at its lowest ever, right? We agree with that statement, yeah? Yeah. We agree with that statement 100%. I agree with that statement. We were the only two people protesting. I know this. However, what I disagree with your comment, respectfully, is when you believe in something in terms of I want Tottenham to be better. I want Tottenham to move like a big club. You can't keep quiet because we will never be the big club if we carry on at this rate.
Small. Yeah.
100% thinking small. Perfect. I just want to just react to the chat in it. Enoch have. Oh, by the way, Catty, hello. Enoch. Okay. Richie Villa TV said Enoch have bled us dry for years. They are. Yeah. Remember when, bro? Listen, 100%. 100%. It's factual. We have, the standards at Tottenham has dropped so far. We were even talking in recent videos about how the quality of players have dropped so far.
This is why TJ, I remember when I was a kid going to the games in the late 90s and early 2000s. This is the level, maybe even less, that a player we have really. And the problem is we have bought some decent players, like you mentioned, Kudus, Xavi. I guess he's kind of starting to settle in now. I don't know. And it's not they've not backed Frank in terms of, but the problem is the rot has got so bad that we'd have to do what we did in the summer 3 or 4 times to even get anywhere near, I don't know, Europe,
where we want to be, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, there's just a lot of chat, a lot of the chats coming through, innit? He did try to back Poch and with Ndembele, Lascelles, but he hadn't invested in the scouting, so was the complete disaster. Also, on top of that, he didn't back Poch for 18 months. We need to remember that as well. And then when he did buy them players, he was sacked within the next season. Well, sacked in the same season, in fact.
It was the same season. It was the same season. Yeah.
So, in all fairness, he didn't back Poch. But
they didn't back Poch. They didn't back him.
In fairness, he didn't back Poch.
They didn't back Poch.
Frank needs time. Frank needs time. You can't give manager half a year without his own players. 100%. We agree with that statement. 100. I agree. You have to back a manager. I was saying this all on the live when we were interviewing you. How can you keep a manager if you're not going to back the manager? Remember, I said that. That's fair. All managers need time to address their system. The problem is we don't have time to give Frank. Because right now we are at our lowest. In all fairness, this is how I see it, and let me make myself very clear. I'm afraid that we could go down.
I'm afraid as well. That's why I'm going to end up watching bloody Forest.
That's why time is not a thing that Frank has. That's why we needed a ready-made manager that could stabilize us. The whole purpose of sacking Ange was to stabilize us as a football club. We are more distable than when we had Ange.
Like I said, I think it's not just Frank. I think it's also the board, because it's a mess.
Exactly.
At least I'm not. By the way, I'm not saying before anyone misquotes me. I'm not saying I want Levy back, but at least Levy had some form of leadership, even if it was micromanaging too much. So last season, even though I didn't like him, I wanted him gone. I still want him gone.
Yeah, we were champions of Europe, by the way. 100% we were.
Yeah.
And I'm not disputing that, but it's still my point still stands. We were champions of Europe. We should have had the initial bounce of winning being champions, and going on to the next step. What we have done, we've gone backwards. And I ultimately said this before Frank came in. Remember, I was against Frank coming in personally. All fairness, I said, look, if you're not going to get a Glasner or a ready-made manager, a manager with pedigree, you might as well just give Ange the next season and see how it goes. That was my stance back then. Now Ange is gone. That European, we were champions of Europe and whatever. That was the past. We're now facing. We are now facing relegation. We have to accept it for what it is. So this is what I'm saying. The ambition has to. There has to be some form of ambition, and ENIC doesn't have it. ENIC has proven 25 years they don't have the ambition to become a big club. But go for it.
Like I said, our fans have been, because of the trophy. I do think that is a fact that and it's a European trophy. I think that has kind of papered over the cracks. I said it last season. And I think the problem is that rather than looking at the trophy in the sense of we won this, let's try and do something similar again. Maybe not in the same way. Do you know what I mean? It kind of settled on what I'm trying to say to you is they with ENIC and Levy, well, obviously Levy's gone, but I think they give people the minimum, and that keeps them interested or satisfied. But we're not satisfied. But we're a minority of people maybe not satisfied. I don't know. And because we're not 17th yet, I mean we might still end up 17th. Because I don't think we really hit people, TJ, until we're in an actual relegation fight.
Okay,
maybe.
Yeah, go for it.
Maybe people might think, oh crap, we need to do something. But by that point, I mean the January window is closed now, so the reason I wanted Frank, obviously, because I thought Brian Daigle, he'll be an adaptable manager.
That he was going to stabilize it.
In theory, I thought it'd work. Obviously, in theory, but it's obviously not working. Like I said, I don't think players are with him. So I would have really sacked Frank after the West Ham game. I know he went and got some results, but we really need someone else. I think, even if it's just short term.
I agree. Catchy's just. Oh, sorry. I thought you were finished.
Sorry, I'm someone who wanted Frank, but clearly it's not worked out. So we're gonna have to accept it and bring someone else.
I'm just trying to interact with the chat in it because they're actually speaking quite, and they actually giving really good points, isn't it? Catchy. It will be our last year. We get 17th and win a Europe. Are you talking about this year? So do you believe we're going to win the Champions League?
Yeah, because do you think we're going to win the Champions League? Yeah.
That's the question I'm going to pose. And if you do, then fair enough. You are right. You have your. I rather be wrong. I rather agree with your statement and say we can win the Champions League than say we won't. However, I don't believe we can win the Champions League. Personally, I don't. Look, yes, we are performing pretty well in the Champions League, but for me, I don't see it. Frank hasn't proven to me. Look, and I go back to the Super Cup. Remember when I said he shot himself in the foot before we even started? I said I had that opinion from the get-go. When he decided to leave Basuma out of the Champions League squad, I said he harmed us even worse. Yes, we did play well in the Super Cup. What I'm trying to say is he hasn't. For me, Frank, his CV, he hasn't won a single trophy. He hasn't even won a promotion in terms of winning a league. You know, if you're going to class bringing Brentford up from the Championship as a title, he didn't even win that. He won it through the promotional stage, the playoff stage. So, in my opinion, he don't have a CV of winning mentality.
Yeah.
He hasn't. I haven't seen it personally. I don't believe it. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully you're right, Catchy. Hopefully you are right and I'm wrong.
Okay, that was quite interesting. But I don't know. That's not my issue with Frank. My issue with Frank is because I saw him as more like Pochettino type thing, where he kind of
He builds a
outperformed.
project. He builds a project.
Outperformed where he was. But the problem is that he was at Brentford so long. So basically, with Poch, he spent time at Espanyol, time at Southampton, obviously for a couple of years. So he had a bit more like varied experience. But and maybe that's where Frank's not as good in that sense. But I don't know, man. Like, I think the problem is now is you either bring someone in for like the last few months if it gets really bad, which I still think it could get really bad, or you let him play out the season and then you sack him in the summer and bring in Pochettino, because that's probably what's going to happen. I think Poch is coming back, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. I think Poch is coming back. I don't think Frank is going to stay. Look, I've ultimately said, yeah, you keep him to the end of the season. There's no point of sacking him now, you know, because they're clearly waiting until the summer, right? And they and in all fairness, they didn't back him in the January transfer window. Yes, they brought one player in Conor Gallagher, which we desperately needed. We can debate that it was based on the injury of Bentancur reasoning, or we could say they're backing him. I don't know. I don't see them backing him because realistically, we lost a winger. See, this is the thing. We have no wingers right now. We don't. We actually don't.
Oliver's got a knock. Is he Tell back? I don't know. I haven't seen.
I have no clue, to be honest with you. I have no clue.
It was very long.
But when we were going into that window, we were saying we needed a winger. We actually said we needed two, knowing the fact that Johnson left early.
At least one. I mean, we let Johnson leave, so.
Exactly. So, in my opinion, they didn't back Frank. But
they didn't.
That's just my opinion. Look, again, football is a weird little sport. We all have different opinions. That's the thing.
I think, TJ, I think they made the necessary signings because of Bentancur and Palhinha's injuries at the time. And Sousa was kind of like up signing clearly because of his age. And so, like, but none of them were like, oh, he's a Frank player. Or like, you know, because Gallagher can fit loads of different managers.
Yeah.
He can plan to Poch, he can plan to any manager pretty much because he's quite versatile, to be fair.
Our players show up in the Champions League. They start shining maybe because they want to. Sorry, the stupid money thing is on that last bit. I can't see the word. You know that flipping money thing. Yeah, I can't see the rest of the comment. All I can see is they start shining maybe because they want, and I can't see it because the stupid money thing is in the way.
He said.
Okay, fair enough. Maybe. You might be right. Listen, Catchy. Look, I'm not. Can I make it clear? I'm not saying your point is invalid. Maybe it's 110% true. But we'll see. We have to just wait and see, man. We have to wait and see. And hopefully, look, and I've done it many times. Look, I was one to say, I'm sorry, Ange. I jumped the gun too soon. I was one that said I jumped the gun too soon. And I hope I'm wrong about the Frank thing. I hope I jumped the gun too soon again. I'd rather be wrong. At least I can acknowledge when I'm wrong. That's the difference, you know. I can acknowledge when I'm wrong.
The club just lacks direction. Look, our club just lacks direction, man. I just don't know where we're going. Like, I know we're going. I know we're like might be pulled in a relegation fight. But like, at least with Arteta at Arsenal in the first few years, the club came out openly and said, "We're keeping Arteta. This is the plan." Newcastle, I know they've not succeeded, but when they bought the club, the Saudi owners bought the club, they said we want to be challenged for the title in 5 years or something like that. I can't remember. Of course, it's not worked out, but there was at least some sort of intent and plan. Like with Spurs, there's nothing really. I mean, even Vinay's statement was a mishmash of just
Nonsense.
Didn't make sense. Like,
Absolute
nonsense.
nonsense.
He's trying to be vague on purpose so people can interpret it in different ways. That's what I think.
Yeah.
But this is the problem we're at, man. This is the issues we've got.
This is the problem we're at.
Yeah.
Cool. Is there anything else that we need to say? The car?
No, not really. Because I think we're cooked,
not really.
bro.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
We're cooked.
If we lose to United,
again,
I think we're in massive trouble. You know, if West Ham was to win afterwards, because we're playing United before, if we were not to get, if Leeds or Forest win tonight, and then we were to lose at Old Trafford, and then West Ham were to win, I think the table's not going to look pretty. Like we're going to be close to up. We're going to, I think, and obviously West Ham will be 6 points behind us at that point. That's 2 games.
Yeah.
And if we've done it at Old Trafford, I'm not going to be very confident of us winning any games. To be honest, I don't know.
That's true.
Cool. Anfield's got to go to Fulham. Anyways, yeah.
Look, we're wrapping up, yeah, because I can't lie to you.
I'm hungry. As well.
I'm hungry, innit? Cool. Look, thank you guys for joining the show, man. Big up all of the people that have jumped on.
I'll put the StreamYard link. Just ask me in the chat in it if you want to come on.
Yeah. 100%. Any opinion? Look, any right, wrong, good, bad. Even if I disagree with it, Bill THFC. We missed that comment.
Which one?
It's scroll up, innit? He said Ari in it. The protest. No non-match playing fans are going to turn up to the protest with 58,000 match going fans paying the players. They said to be so against it running the club. It's simple. Yeah, it's true. Cool.
Basically saying,
all right,
you don't pay for a season ticket, so you'd less likely to turn up. But your situation is different because you live next to the stadium. So, but
listen, I could easily pay for it. Look, let me make it clear. Let me make it clear, Billy. I could easily. No. I just want to make it clear to these fans, innit? Just because I don't go to games, that maybe I have a different agenda to these protests because I don't pay the ticket and I don't experience the stadium. Bro, I could easily go to the game if I really wanted to. That's not the reason. The reason is I truly believe in better for Tottenham. I want better for Tottenham. I want Tottenham to succeed. I want what Eugene is saying, that we can potentially challenge for the title. We're far from that level. We're far from that level, which tells me that we are being run wrong. We are not going into we're not being. When was the last time we finished in the top 4? The last 4 years now? We haven't done it?
Under what's his
Conte.
name? Conte was the last time.
Yeah, so this is what I'm trying to say. The standard has dropped so far away from my ambitions for Tottenham. But look, I really appreciate your comment. All comments matter. You can disagree with me. Look, I'm not here to convince you that I'm right. Your opinions matter as well. You could easily it could be a right scenario, you know. Your view of Tottenham is your view of Tottenham. But that's 100%. Why we have these conversations. These conversations matter.
You're right, bro.
Cool.
100%.
It's factual, bro. It's factual. Remember, whenever I do a protest video, what do I say? Enoch in, Levy in, Levy out, Enoch out, Frank in, Frank in, Frank out, Frank. Who cares? If you want Tottenham to be better, you would protest. That's the standard. The standard should be protest for better.
Yeah.
Your voice matters. Your opinion matters. We have to be united as a fan base. There's no wrong and right in this scenario. Yes, my opinion might be more on the edge of we need new ownership. You might disagree with that. Like, we've lost a fellow YouTuber. Rest in peace, Eugene. 2026. Mark the 6th of February at 7 p.m. He is now Enikin.
Mate, I never thought I'd ever hear that in my life, to be honest with you.
You know I'm milking it, man.
Yeah. I need to be the
Cool.
case. It needs to be a case. There needs to be a case study, to be honest. I think.
Case study, 100%.
Like, what happened to this guy?
Yeah. Cool. All right. No worries, man. Listen, like and subscribe. Follow me on Interspurs. Follow Has Spurs TV. Also, follow my follow Spurs Asian TV. Make sure you follow him. Although he's turned to the dark side, I will still support people on the dark side. Happy Feet Harry Scar, follow them, man, right there. We never agree, but we always disagree. But we still support them. That's how it goes. That's the Spurs community.
How it is, isn't it?
Yeah. That's how it is. You might not agree with my opinion, and it's fair. I'm not expecting you to agree with my opinion. But at least have the conversation and the dialogue for better. That's all I will say.
100%.
But follow me on Twitter, Spursy Talks, and also follow me on TikTok, Into Spurs. I've just posted three great videos. In fact, no, 4 great videos. I had 2 Mark shows. Mark, he had a fabulous interview. Has the latest post. Ashmatic, he's on there as well. And JP. In fact, if any of the interviews I posted, I would love you to watch JP's and Haz's one. They were great. Not because not because you're just here, but JP's one hit the nail on the head. In fact, he said it like all fans that support Tottenham. What the hell did you just step on? No, my brother. He just stepped on something, innit?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No. So yeah. Follow us on all over social media. Yeah. Enoch out, Enoch in, Levy in, Levy out. Who cares right now? Because Eugene, we've lost a fellow supporter.
He actually said I'm Enoch, but he's saying it in the chat as well, bro. And now he says it online.
I can't believe it.
On the video.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Yeah, I can't believe it as well, man. I actually can't. Nah, serious no, I can't.
I feel like I'm at fault for it because of the video we did, but
yeah, we shouldn't have joined the live stream. We should have said the Wi-Fi was down.
But I don't know if it was there before, bro. I don't know if we were like the last. I don't know, bro. I don't know. We need to interview him with a case study now. I don't even know.
Bro, we came out the 8 part. Bro,
there's no one there.
I don't know what. There was nobody there. There was nobody there. There was actually nobody there.
That's why I asked you if it was the right place. I was like, is this the right place?
There was nobody there.
Where we are. And then I was like, there's no one
there. Yeah. Cool. All right. No worries, my bro.
Take care.
Take care. Peace.
Yeah.
Come on, you Spurs.